Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. We're able to go live this morning. Oh, so grateful that we don't have the storms that we had yesterday. And it's a beautiful Wednesday. It's a wow Wednesday. Let's get in here. I'm going to ask Alexa to play our morning song. And she agrees. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get in here and everybody find this morning. It's a beautiful day. Cheers, everybody. Can't hear the music. That's because Teri forgot to turn the music on Zoom. All right, let's try that again. I'll dance with you all and not by myself. Or Alexa, stop. Stop the music. Okay, don't know how to tell her to start it over again. Okay, just well, that just gives another minute for people to find us, doesn't it? All right, we're here. Hello, and you're here. Oh my goodness, who else in here? Annie 7. Good morning, sweet Annie and Grayson. Auntie Jean's upstairs. Andrea, thank you so much for sharing this. Suzanne Millard, good morning. And Kathleen Caputo, our Mama Hot Bear. Yes, we are dry so far, and we're hoping that it will stay dry long enough for Jean and I to get out and about, maybe go find that Mississippi and see what it looks like there. We're sure it's probably very high water level, so we're going to see if we can find that out. Thank you for sharing, Deirdre. And Annie, you got the rain. Well, can you keep it for today, at least for a little while, and let us get out and about? We're going to try that anyway. Blue, good morning. Oh, prayers for your friend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about the doggy. Yes, please give her a hug. Tell her the family is putting our arms of love around her. And Jean said it's warmer upstairs. It's actually not bad downstairs. Or maybe I'm just not all the way awake yet. I don't know. Okay, thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate it, honey. Yes, let's all just keep her in our prayers, lifting her up in love. And I'll add her to the prayer list, which today's prayer day. It's Wednesday. So at 8:30, I'll be sharing the prayer list for us all to remember our magnificence and remember who we're praying for. Kathy Hand, good morning to you. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Let's do our heart-brain coherence that we do every morning. Hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. Add in joy, happiness, the warmth of a hug from a friend. Just see yourself as that beautiful you that you are, knowing that whatever it is your heart desires, you can have. So share that desire with your brain. Just do your I am. Bring in the energy of love, of light, of being a spark of the divine. Let's do some gratitude this morning. I'm grateful that we're able to be with you today. I'm grateful for each one that's here. That's such a blessing in our lives. I'm grateful for Auntie Jean for this experience together that we're having on the Peace on Earth tour. I'm grateful for the rain that's falling on New Orleans. I'm grateful for conscious-minded people who are aware of what's going on in the world and aware that we can lift the vibration together and help each other to be the best we can be. I am grateful for each breath I take. What's your gratitude today? When we find just one place to be grateful for, one person, one thing, it expands. We can't stop. That's the beauty of gratitude. Once we start, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, Annie, the parking area that charges by the aquarium and you can walk to the quarter. Okay. We will see what, we'll see what we can find. I'm getting ready to pull a Kuan Yin card. Where is everybody else? We're missing so many. Our Linda Lemieux hasn't been on here in a couple of days. Let's get her in here. Get her surrounded in love. Deirdre, I'm grateful that I get to see my peas on the regular. Yes, yes, yes. Yesterday was it was quite intense with the storms, and that's why we didn't have the show yesterday. And I really, really missed that. There's like a piece of me that's missing when I'm not on here with all of you. Stacy, good morning to our Stacy Small Lord jumping in here with us. Who else are we missing? Our Brookie, Marietta. She's probably listening. Suzanne says, I am grateful for everything that comes into my view today. Yes, yes, yes. That's right, Deirdre. Let's call them in. Our sister peas, our brother peas. Where's our Ricky? Ricky and Josie, get your butts in here. Tammy Fisk. Yep. Just call them out. Julie Kiss. Say their names and watch them come rolling in. And Marietta is listening. I knew you were, our sweetheart lady. Thank you for always being there with us. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin wants us to know about today. Sally and Tony, you're right. Okay. Kuan Yin says, the strength of you. Are you doubting your ability to heal or recover? There is nothing that has fundamentally damaged your spirit, your will, or your heart, no matter how broken those parts of you may feel at times. They have only ever been broken to heal stronger. They have not been broken beyond repair, and they never will be. I love this. We have so much strength. We don't even know how strong we are. What's the saying? We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only option. Sometimes we feel like we're going through the fires by ourselves, even though we're not. We're never alone. But sometimes we feel like that's for us, that it's only us that's going through it. But we are so connected in our spirit. We're so connected to each other with our hearts that we're never going through something alone. So if you ever feel that way, if you ever feel like you're the only person in the world that can understand what you're going through, please reach out to somebody. Please find one of the P's and say, will you just sit with me? Will you just sit with me while I go through whatever it is that's being experienced? Maybe there's a hurt that you're just bringing up that's been triggered or brought to your mind, or maybe you just go into that dark place and you don't know why. That has happened to me, just that feeling of gloom and doom and, not feeling well, not feeling that anybody's out there, feeling so alone. And I remember when I started the Morning Cuppa, that was the feeling I had, that I was all by myself. And it's like, is there anybody else that's feeling the same way I am? So if you ever get to that point and you just feel like there's nobody for you, there's nobody that understands, just know that we all are here. And I think our P's that come in here every day do get it. You do understand. But I want all of you to get that. I want you to understand how important you are and how important this connection is. I've heard many of you talk about how things changed for you once you found this soul family. This group is a family. And I know that lives were changed. I know that in my heart because I've heard you express it to me, how things changed for you once you knew that you had this beautiful connection with others. Oh, Deirdre, thank you for calling in. So many of our family that aren't here. Jennifer, Hope, Erica, Prachetta, Jasmine. Let's get Charlie in here. Christina. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And Kathy says, I am grateful for the beautiful scenic area where I live. Oh my gosh, Kathy, it is so pretty there in Maryland. Yes, I just love it there. It's a gorgeous area. Hi, Lillian. Thank you for being here from Norway. So happy to see you. And look at, we called in our Hope Wellington Marshall. Who did that? Deirdre, you called her in here. Hope, thank you for coming in. And Hope says, hey, P, sending love and light to all at dialysis with the dodgy Wi-Fi. So maybe in and out, but I'm here. Hope, how did it go with Zena? I was hoping and praying that everything went well with his interview, and we'd love to have an update and see how our Zena did. And Stacy says, I just went through a dark patch, but I'm on maybe the other side now. I'm thankful for life. We're thankful for you, Stacy, and thank you for being here with us this morning. We've missed you when you weren't here. Lillian, I had a special experience today from Native American flute music. It really touches my heart to hear flutes. I just love, especially the Native American, the wood flutes that they use. They're so beautiful. Yes, I understand what you're talking about and how that music can just really lift you to a whole new dimension, Lily. Yeah, I could read your autocorrect, Stacy. I know the computer sometimes has a mind of its own and it types what it thinks you're going to say and not what you actually say. And Deirdre says, my whole life changed for the best when I became a P for peace. Thank you, Mama P, organizer of the pod. I just listened. You know, that's the whole key, is when we hear something, when we hear a nudge, when we hear spirit say, do this, or, you know, here's this door, open this door and see what's behind it. And that's exactly what I did. I just listened to that nudge. I opened the door and there you all were, just standing there ready to come through the door to greet each other and get to know each other even more fully. It's such a beautiful experience. Nobody outside of us can understand. Nobody gets this special connection that we have as P's. And you know, it's something that once you find us, once you understand that we're just here for love, we're here to support each other, we're here just to go through this experience of life together. As Ram Dass says, walk each other home. Then you understand it. It's like going through any experience of life. If you've been through the cancer journey or kidney failure or whatever it might be, whatever dis-ease happens or emotional experience happens, you really can't fully understand it until you've gone through that fire. And so it's the same way with us. You know, we're a beautiful fire of life. We are a beautiful experience together. But someone on the outside just looking at it can't fully grasp what it means to us to come together every morning, to listen to that morning song of It's a Beautiful Day and know that's our song, to listen to Leo sing the AAA song and really fully understand the words of that song, how meaningful it is to gather together, to love on each other, to help each other and raise each other up. So we get it, those of us that gather, those of us that come in every day to say hello to our beautiful P's. And look at this beautiful P that just jumped in here, Miss Michelle Landers. Happy Wednesday to you. some of us will be learning from her later today. This is the last month of our 6 months together. You believe that? Wow, this whole year has just gone so fast. I can't believe it's the third of the month already. It's like, didn't we just have July 4th? This whole experience of this year the time has just sped up tremendously. And I really believe that the time is going faster. I think that the energy of what's happening has caught us to where we're just really spinning faster and faster. And Hope says, Z gets to continue until Friday, so we shall see where it leads. Lily, love that music. Thanks for the reminder. Must introduce Z to that beautiful sound. Love being a pea. Would never be anywhere else. Love me some peas and love you, Mama P. How did Kathleen Caputo get on at the eye doctor? I think it went really well from what I saw, that she's found a doctor that's really understanding and helpful. And we're just so happy that that's happening, because she's been on our prayers and in our hearts ever since we knew that something needed to be lifted up in prayer. Stacy, you're off to work at your new job. Oh, you have a blessed day as well, Stacy. Thank you for coming in and joining with us for a bit. Lillian says, I felt like put on that music and sat down in meditation and closed my eyes. My head started to move from side to side, and my neck and my guide sat beside me. He had a big medicine man and healer. I saw one big eagle over my head flying in circles over me, then came and landed on my shoulder, the right one. And before that, I saw dark red, green, and in the end, nearly white light. What did that mean? It's a spiritual experience, honey. When we go deeper in meditation, when we allow the music to move us, or our spirit guides to just take us by the hand and lead us down into a journey, that's what you just did. You had that beautiful experience, and I'm so happy for you. The Native American music contains such connection to the earth energy. They really can lead us with that shaman energy. They can lead us farther down into the core of Mama Gaia, and they can lead us right into the great central sun of spirit. I'm so glad you had that experience. Lillian says, now I feel so much better and relaxed. Yes, that's what happens. That's the beauty of meditation. And until you go in that meditation, you really can't fully get what somebody else is doing. But when you go into that deeper state, then you know what it feels like. And so you can relate to an experience like what Lillian is describing. Marietta, we are peas, people extending abundant support. That is exactly what we are. Thank you, Marietta. That's a beautiful description of the peas in our pea pod. Good morning, Ricky and Josie. And Kathleen says, yes, thank you all. I saw your message yesterday, Kathleen, and I was so happy and thrilled that you have found the doctor that will work with you and bring that eyesight, bring everything physically to its perfection. Okay, we're calling in some peas here. Charlie, Erica, Rosalind. Where are you, peas? There's Isabel. She found us. Good morning, sweet Isabel. So it's Wednesday. What's your wow? Let's do a wow before we go into our prayer time. I've got to make sure I have the prayer list on this computer. I may have to go find my little external drive. Tell me your wow. One wow for this Wednesday. What's it going to be now? See if it will find it. It did find it. Yay. I don't have to go anywhere. It came up for me. Oh, Michelle's wow is the class tonight. Yes, yes, that is always a wow for me to sit and be taught and led by Michelle and the beautiful energy that she is. I know it's going to be a wonderful experience tonight. Annie's wow is that her kids are safe with a roof over her head and bills paid, food on the table. I'm alive for another day to make a difference. Absolutely, Annie. Thank you for sharing that. And Lily Ann says, my wow is the beautiful day I have today. Oh, Lily, it just warms my heart to see you sharing your blessings and to know that you are right here with us and we're wrapping our arms around you for every day to be a blessing for you. Auntie Jean says, wow, I get to see the largest river in the USA today. I was born along the Mississippi. Yes, yes, yes. Isabel, my wow is a great day in my love and heart, in my heart. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here, Isabel. So much love to each and every one of you. I don't know what's going on outside. There's something noisy out there. All right, so let's prepare to go into our prayers. And if you have anyone to add to the list, after the show is over, I will add them physically to our peapod prayer list. But these are names that have been given to us, their loved ones, friends, places in the world. And Kathy says, the guard at the security gate just made me laugh with a funny story. It's a wow, because most guards are often too serious. I'm so glad that happened, Kathy. Take that energy with you into work and just let it expand throughout your day. You and your family are on our prayer list, and we'll be lifting you up in just a minute. Oh, it's the garbage men outside. Yeah, they're like really noisy out there. And Lillian says, thank you all for being in my life. I'm so grateful that my tears roll down my cheeks when I write it. Oh, sweetheart. So much love to you, Lillian. You are a blessing to us all. All right, so let's get to the names on our list. On our peapod prayer list, we pray for all of the P's for peace, which is all of you, and for peace on earth, definitely. Or as we say, for peace on earth, of course, that's in all of our hearts, isn't it? Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. So here's our names. As each one comes up, please just remember that this is somebody who's been placed in our care for us all to love on and to ask for the blessing of answered prayer, whatever that looks like, in whatever way that comes forth for them. Sally, you're here. Thank you for being here. All right, so we have our Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine and her daughters, Abha, Billy and Tim, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo and her family, especially Jackie and the grandson, Eris. And we need to get Joanne in here. I haven't seen her jump in yet. Mary Beasley, Deirdre and her daughter Dania and Thump the cat, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni, Tia Frenetti, Nancy Sanger, Mickey, Suzanne Millard and her family, her daughters Jillian and Jackie and her granddaughter and sister, Marietta and Ed and good girl Pearl, Claude and Raquel, Leo Harley and his family, DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Rick and Josie, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio and their family, especially their daughter Beth, who I think is doing really well in recovery from her surgery, Jean and Ron Lorio and their family, and especially Jean's son, Michael, and his family recovering from a bout of COVID, Christina and Carrie Leftwich and family, Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs. I haven't seen Catherine yet, and her family and fur babies, Roslyn Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, Rose De La Rosa, and Sally, give us an update on Rose if you would. I know we placed her on the list just recently with what she was going through. Kathy and Bob Hand and the family, Colin and Marlena, Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and Molly, his wife, Pat Moss and her daughter and grandchildren, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, and his brother Raymond and wife Kathy, Hope Wellington Marshall and Zena and Hope's parents, Winston and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven, Grayson, Regina, and Adam. And I don't know why we don't have Blake on here, but we'll put Blake on there as well. Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her grandchildren, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and her mom, Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus, and Max's teacher. Sally says Rose is doing good and in good spirits. She wound up with a double mastectomy. Thank you for keeping her in our prayers, everybody. Yes, we are, Sally, every day. And there's our Tammy. Good morning. All right, where was I at? Herb, Darlene, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul and their daughters, Bieda with skin cancer and her daughter Juliana, Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, and prayers for a successful sale of their house, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and Stacy's mom, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave, and their fur babies, Pocky, Gruff, Wizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu, and Gizmo. And I don't think we've seen Blue, so let's call her in here as well. Dolly the horse, Pam and Gordy, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and her family, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel Fullerton, Lillian and her family in Norway, Kathleen, Caputo, Mama Hada Bear, Colleen Straw, baby Wyatt, and mom Mandy. And I don't think we've had an update on our babies, baby Wyatt and baby Haven. So if we can have an update from you all on those two, we would appreciate knowing how our babies are doing. Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, which we're going to be coming to really soon in October. Alba, Dottie and Dawn. I've got to open this up more. Christina Schaff, Grace Isis, and her father Edwin, and her sisters over in Kenya. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer, and all of her family. Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Tammy Fisk and her daughter and sister Tracy. And Tammy, I know it's getting close to time for your daughter to have that first grandchild of yours. So let's lift her daughter up really high for these next few weeks. Lori, Kelly, Rochelle, and her mom, Rose, Stephen, Caitlin, Ruth Anderson and all of her family and her sister-in-law, Diane Bertut, Jeannie and sister Merle, the area of Boulder, Colorado, which is rebuilding. And I know we need to add the area in Kentucky on our list. I haven't done that yet, but I'll do that after the show. Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and her sons, and Brody the dog, Laura Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff, and Richard, and please lift them up really high right now. Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Mary Ann Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Rick Ulfick, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Bob Simon, Sherry Otis, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's mom and niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Freddie, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, who needs a kidney, Carl, Brutus the dog, Augie the dog. We get an update on our doggies as well? Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Gordon, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family. Michelle, how's your daughter doing? I know we were lifting her up for complete healing for her. The areas of Buffalo, New York, Uvalde, Texas, and we're adding in Hazard County in Kentucky. Just had the flooding and many lives were lost in that flood, and they're still doing search and rescue and search and recover for the bodies of those who were lost. Our Changes Retreat in Vermont, Teresa Gloria, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Matt with motorcycle accident, Noel and his roommate, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss and her mom, Cynthia. And let's see what else we got going on. Tammy's grandchild is due any day now, so let's really lift her up. And Kathleen says, baby Wyatt was put on palliative care. Looks like he might not be able to have the kidney transplant. still in the hospital, but he seems to start bouncing back a little when hope appears to leave. With God, all is possible, no matter what the appearance. Absolutely, Kathleen. Thank you for that update on baby Wyatt. And yeah, we're trying to rouse up our Blue Jean Walensky. I don't think I saw her yet. Auntie Jean, prayers for all those who are in an abusive situation, and especially those who are victims of trafficking. Father, help them be free, please. The human trafficking is really heavy on my heart, and especially as I travel around this country, and I'm learning more and more about the signs, what we can recognize as we just open our eyes and look. We can see the signs of someone that's in distress. So thank you for that, Jean. Absolutely. We lift up anyone who is in a bad situation, like such as that, or someone in an abusive home, an abusive relationship, lifting them all up. Michelle says, Alicia is fine, thank you. Needs super prayers for my son. Absolutely, Michelle, you got it. Lifting your family. All right. So please go with me into prayer for all of these that we just mentioned. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Let's hold that energy in our hearts right now, praying for all of our P's, every one of you. We're placing you right in the center and just asking for whatever the need is, whether that's something physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, asking for the very best outcome. And we don't know what that looks like. We're just the ones holding the light for you. We're the ones caring and wrapping our arms of love around you. So whatever is the need right now, just place it down on the ground. Just place it in front of you. Just envision that you have this bag that you can put it in. The bag is whatever you choose it to be. It can be a purse, it can be a backpack, it can be a grocery bag, whatever it looks like. Just put your burden in there right now. Just take it out of your heart and place it in front of you. And we're asking God, the creator, source energy, the divine that is, divine mother, Christ, all the angels and masters that surround us. We're asking for these prayers to be lifted up to the great central sun, that whatever is for the best for each person represented and for all of humanity, we ask for that to come to fruition. We ask for peace on our earth, peace in every heart, peace to fall on all of nature, all the mountains and the valleys and the waterways, even to the dandelions and the daisies in the fields, lifting up everything that has energy and just asking for that peace to be prominent, for us all to feel it. And when we feel it inside, to give it on the outside. Just breathe in that energy. Just take a moment. Let's take a moment of silence right now for all these names that were read, for all that were unspoken that you're holding in your heart, for any that will go on our list later. Let's lift up those that we love, those that we're wrapping our arms around. Let's take a moment of silence right now and pull in a beautiful breath of love and send it out wherever it needs to go. Thank you. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being here. So much love to every one of you. And our beautiful words that we say every day with the heart telephone. Thank you. I love you. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share and come back with you so we can get ready to play our Leo song. And I saw our darling Christina jump in here. Hello, sweetheart. And let's see what else we got. And Sally says, I'm with Jean on this prayers for those who are in need of our help. Prayers for lights to be placed on all situations to help clear them out. Yes, yes. And Christina says, Suzanne Millard, I'm here, but doing chores before the heat and storms move in later. Thank you for being here, Christina. Isabel, would you please add Uncle Albertino to the prayers list? He went 2 weeks ago to the hospital with an, what's the word? I can't think of the word. I know it's not ammonia. And is still there. He is doing worse. He needs a pacemaker for his heart. His kidneys are failing, and they moved him to intensive care. He's waiting for a bed to be moved to JFK Hospital and very weak. I will add him to that list as soon as we get off of the air. Isabel, thank you for bringing him to us. Oh, thank you, Sally. I hope you have a wonderful, expansive, prosperous week. And please hug Tony and know that that's from all of us. Okay, I see your thank you. I love yous. And Sally, you're under the watchful eye for tornadoes today. Yeah, it's that time of season, isn't it? When the tornadoes and the hurricanes start revving up. All right, let's get Leo to take us out of here. I think I saw Leo come in. There he is. Hi, Leo. Yes, yes, yes. Let's hear that beautiful song that was written just for us. Thank you for that. See if Alexa will cooperate and play our morning Cuppa Fulla Joy song.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa fulla joy. Give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa fulla joy. Give me a cuppa fulla. Give me a cuppa fulla joy. Give me a cuppa fulla.
You, Annie, we're going to go find it. Setting down the
There really is no secret. We simply
accept,
align, allow. AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa fulla joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me 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 a cuppa joy.
Woo! Thank you, Leo. And thank you to all of us that were here. And Alexa just really loves your song.
Here's something I found.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day.
Who is trying to find something for us? Alexa, stop. Oh, okay. It's fun to live in a house that has one of those. And please keep Sherry in your prayers. Our Sherry Myers and her husband Dan, as they're traveling, they should be in New Hampshire today, where they're going to their lake house. But keep them in your prayers for safe travel. They've been doing really well and checking in with us. And just pray for Jean and I as we are taking care of their babies, their two little kitties that are so adorable, Orlando and Blackie. And we're having a great time with them as well. So we'll see you all at 4:44 today for the reading of the blog. And stay in your hearts and stay blessed. I love you. Namaste, y'all. See you later. Bye, everyone.